Good morning. Okay, so we are looking at the questions that I left at the end of yesterday's video, and they are the same as the ones we were doing yesterday. No different. More practice at solving linear equations with fractions. So if you haven't done these, what you can do is you can pause it now and you can try and do them now, or you can work along with me, or you can do it one by one. So pause it now and then check your answer, see where you went wrong, etc., etc. So in each of these, we're going to have to find the lowest common multiplier. Now, if we look at these here, we have 6 and 4. The lowest common multiplier, the lowest number that will both of these will divide evenly into, would be 12. And then once we have the lowest common multiplier, we are multiplying all the terms by 12. Okay, now this 12 is going to be essentially divided by this 6. So how many times does this 6 go into this 12? It goes into it twice. And then nothing happens to this 12 here, and then this 4 divides into this 12 3 times. Now we can multiply it out. So 2 multiplied by x is 2x, and then plus 12 multiplied by 1 is plus 12. And then we have 3 multiplied by x, which is 3x, and 3 multiplied by minus 4, which is minus 12. Minus 12. Okay, now we need to get the x's to the left and the numbers, the constants, to the right. So what we'll do is we will subtract 12 from both sides, minus 12, minus 12. And to get this 3x across, we will subtract 3x from both sides. Okay, this cancels and this cancels. So 2x minus 3x is minus 1x, or you can just write minus x. And then minus 12 minus 12, that's minus 24. Now we don't want what minus x is equal to, we want what x is equal to. So we multiply both sides by minus 1. And when we do that, we get x is equal to 24, because minus multiplied by a minus gives you a plus, and just here a minus 1 multiplied by minus x also gives us a plus x. So that's the answer. Now the lowest common multiplier here, let's have a look. This could be a high one. Lowest common multiplier here I think will be 30. So we have to multiply all these terms by 30, x over 5 minus 30 multiplied by x minus 3 over 6 equals 30 multiplied by 3 over 2. Okay, 5 divides into 30 6 times, 6 divides into 30 5 times, and 2 divides into 30 15 times. Now 6 multiplied by x is 6x, minus 5, and then we multiply by what's inside the bracket here, so it's minus 5x minus 5 multiplied by minus 3 is plus 15, and then 3 multiplied by 15 is 45. Now we need to get the numbers to the right, but let's tidy this up first. 6x minus 5x, that's 1x, or just x, and then I want to get rid of this minus, I want to get rid of this plus 15, so I'm minus 15 from both sides. They cancel, so you're left with x is equal to 45 minus 15, which is 30. That's the answer. So here we have 5, 2, and 10. So the lowest common multiplier for these three numbers would be 10, wouldn't it? All of them divide into 10, so we have to multiply everything by 10. 3x minus 2 over 5 minus 10 multiplied by x minus 1 over 2 is equal to 10 multiplied by 3 over 10. Okay, so now we can divide these out. 5 divides into 10 twice, 2 divides into 10 5 times, and then 10 divides into 10 once. Now we'll multiply these out. 2 multiplied by 3x gives us 6x. 2 multiplied by minus 2 gives us minus 4. Minus 5 multiplied by x is minus 5x. Minus 5 multiplied by minus 1 gives us plus 5. Equals 1 multiplied by 3, which is 3. Okay, 6x minus 5x will give us x, or 1x. Minus 3 plus 5 will give us plus 1, equals 3. Now I want all the numbers on the right hand side, so I'm going to minus 1 from both. That cancels out, so x is equal to 3 minus 1, which is 2. So our answer is x equals 2. Over here, our lowest common multiplier for 4, 2, and 5. That is 20. So we have to multiply all the terms by 20. 2x minus 3 over 4, and then plus 20 multiplied by 1 over 2 equals 20 multiplied by 3x minus 2 over 5. Now, 4 divides into 20 5 times, 2 divides into 20 10 times, 5 divides into 20 4 times. Now we multiply these out. 5 multiplied by 2x is 10x. 5 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 15. And then plus 10 multiplied by 1 is plus 10, equals 4 multiplied by 3x, which is 12x, and 4 multiplied by minus 2, which is minus 8. 2 4s are 8. Let's tidy this up. 10x minus 15 plus 10 will be minus 5, equals 12x minus 8. So we want to get the 5 to the right and the 12x to the left. So I'm going to plus 5 to both sides, plus 5. I'm going to minus 12x to both sides, minus 12x. They cancel and they cancel, so it's 10x minus 12x, which is minus 2x, is equal to minus 8 plus 5, which is minus 3. So we are left with x is equal to minus 3 divided by minus 2. Because in order for me to get the 2 over here, I have to divide both sides by minus 2. And you can leave it like that, or you can make it a minus by a minus. A minus divided by a minus is a plus. So you can write 1.5. Okay. Now I want to have a look at 1 second. Just get rid of that. No. I have some questions. There we go. Okay, so these are different types of questions, but they're the same. They just look different. So in this question here, what we are given is like a fraction being multiplied by something inside a bracket. Now, these look different, but essentially multiplying something by a third is the same as dividing by 3. Multiplying something by a fifth is the same as dividing by 5. So this could be rewritten. It could be rewritten to look like this, or it could be rewritten to look like x plus 2 divided by 3 equals 3x plus 2 divided by 5. All I did was rewrite it, because dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by a third. Now all we have to do is solve it. So we just need lowest common multiplier for 3 and 5. And that would be 15. So we multiply both sides by 15. X plus 2 over 3 equals 15 multiplied by 3x plus 2 over 5. So 15 divide 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Divide 5 into 15 goes 3 times. Now we multiply this out. 5 multiplied by x is 5x. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 3 multiplied by 3x is 9x. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Okay, I'm going to get the numbers to the right and anything with a letter to the left. So I'll minus 10 from both sides. They cancel. I'll minus 9x from both sides. And they cancel. So 5x minus 9x is minus 4x is equal to plus 6 minus 10, which is minus 4. And I want to get rid of this minus 4, so I divide it by minus 4. I divide this side by minus 4 as well. They cancel, so you're left with x is equal to minus 4 divided by minus 4. A minus divided by a minus is a plus, and 4 divided by 4 is 1, so x is equal to 1. Okay, pause the video here and have a go at the sum on the right. Okay, let's do it. First thing I'm going to do is rewrite it. X minus 3 is multiplied by half is the same as dividing by 2. And then plus x plus 1 divided by 3, because multiplying by a third is the same as dividing by 3, is equal to 8. What's the lowest common multiplier here? Let's have a look. 2 and 3 would be 6. So we have to multiply all the terms by 6. So we'll just put them in brackets like this, save us time. But everything is being multiplied by 6. 2 divides into 6 3 times, and 3 divides into 6 twice. So 3 multiplied by x is 3x. 3 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 9. 2 multiplied by x, it's plus 2, so it's plus 2x. And 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. And then 6/8 are 48. Now, let's tidy this up a bit. 3x plus 2x is 5x. And then minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7. And that's equal to 48. So I want to get the 7 over to the right hand side, so I'm going to plus 7 to both sides, and that will cancel. So you're left with 5x is equal to 48 plus 7, which is 55. Divide both sides by 5, so I can get rid of this 5 because that and that will cancel. X is equal to 55 divided by 5, which is 11. Okay. Those are the two answers. All right. Now I'll just get the next one set up. We want to and we want to have this and this. Okay. Here we have two sums that look more complicated than they are. So I want you to pause it now, have a read through the sums. If it means absolutely nothing to you, watch me do the first one, and then we can try and do the second one together. But have a look now and just see if you can make head or tails of it. Okay, so pause the video now and check. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one. The length of the rectangle is 2x plus 3 centimeters, so we can see that up the top. The width is half multiplied by x plus 3. If the perimeter is 49 centimeters, find the value of x. Now, we want to find the perimeter. So let's write out what the perimeter is when we add up all four sides. So we would have 2x plus 3 plus this side here, which is also 2x plus 3. And then we have plus a half x plus 3 and plus a half x plus 3. And then we have equals 49. We're told it's equal to 49 centimeters. So we want to find the value of x. So let's tidy this up first, okay? Let's add all these together. So 2x plus 2x is 4x, 3 plus 3 is 6, and then multiplying by a half is the same as dividing by 2, so it would be plus x plus 3 over 2, and then plus x plus 3 over 2 is equal to 49. Now we want to get rid of these 2's, so we have to multiply all terms by 2. I'm just going to quickly do that here. 2 multiplied by 4x is 8x, 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, and then the 2 here being multiplied by this term would cancel out, so we're left with plus x plus 3, and then a 2 being multiplied by this term would cancel out as well, so we're left with another x plus 3, and then 2 multiplied by 49 would be 98. So now we just add these up. 8x plus x is 10x, and then 12 plus 3 plus 3. 12 plus 3 is 15, plus another 3 is 18. That's plus 18, and that is equal to 98. Now I'm going to bring this over here in a moment so I have more space, but I'm going to minus 18 from both sides. That'll be minus 18 there. So we are left with 10x is equal to 98 minus 18, which is 90 and then 80. And then we divide this side by 10, and we divide both sides by 10, because if we do one to one side, we have to do it to the other. And we're left with x is equal to 80 divided by 10, which is 8. So we figured out what x was. Okay, I want you to have a go at doing the second sum for homework, okay? And we will go through that tomorrow morning. And if you get stuck, don't worry, okay? They are different, they're more applied maths, but read the question carefully, and remember we are doing the same type of sums as we've been doing for the last 3 days. They've just been worded differently, and that's the answer to that. Okay.